Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome in everyone. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who help support the channel, keep the lights on here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, and come and have a damn good time. Guys, say hi to the folks at home for us.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, it's so good to see everyone here, and I'm very excited for today's game. Because I honestly have prepped nothing, because I have no fucking idea what my players are gonna do today, and more on that in just a moment. But before we kick off, I just want to give a quick shout out to a couple of people. First of all, to our newest attendee, Laura Jump Art. Nice to meet you. Welcome in. It is also so good to see the daggers in full swing. So many familiar faces. I also want to give a shout out to our dear friend Cass. Now, guys, again, Cass, you're just going to have to deal with this for at least a week. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, in case you were not aware, one of our community members, Cass, who has been here for a very, very long time, supporting all the cool, fun, and exciting things that we do here. Cass was involved in a serious car accident very, very recently, and is currently, well, there is currently a GoFundMe page to help out Cass and her family during the period of time in which she is in recovery. Schoolie Eye has just posted the link there. Now, guys, I did have a bit of a more of a think now that actually I've had time. So here is the skinny. If you donate to my stream, very appreciated, as all of the donations will go towards my Eurodag trip. But for at least this week until Reign of Winter next week, if any donations are made to the GoFundMe page for Cass, I will honor that on my stream with the community rewards as well. So just so that you guys know, if you do donate onto that GoFundMe, I have no way of tracking it. Just flick a message, let us know, and you know, I'll honor the payments forward. So there you go. So that is what we're doing. So guys, again, as always here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, we tell people donate generously, but donate responsibly. Don't forget, you do need to look after yourself. You need to make sure that you're doing good before you can help other people as well. So thank you in advance to everyone for that. Now, going into today's game, guys. Going into today's game, we have, of course, some people to thank before we start off, and that is, of course, starting with our sponsors. Guys, first of all, have you heard of Hero Forge? Hero Forge, freaking amazing. We love Hero Forge. Hero Forge is a wonderful, bespoke 3D model making software that allows you to create your own 3D miniatures of heroes and adventurers and have them 3D printed and shipped to your home. We use Hero Forge for all of our artwork that you can see on stream here. All our character tokens are made during it, and honestly, it is so useful when it comes to trying to help visualize and put together your just kind of your concepts and your ideas for characters. So I highly recommend going and playing around and checking that out. Our second sponsor for the day is Sirenscape, for the wonderful sound effects that you will hear over the course of today's game. The latest soundtrack available to the channel, to the subscribers, should I say, is the Lizard Folk battle noises. So we have hisses, we have combat drums that sound like this. Maybe. We also have music of wonder and mystery, which I'm very interested in. Am I filled with wonder and or mystery? Ooh, this is quite mysterious. Oh, there's the mystery right there. Ooh, love it. All right. So these sound effects really can help immerse your players and plunge them into a whole new level of immersion in your games. So yeah, go check it out. Go subscribe. Go use these things. Even if you are playing an at-home game, there is an app available on your phone so that you can have it at your table at a moment's notice. So yeah, go check it out. Sirenscape. And then lastly, our VTT of choice, Fantasy Grounds, which of course we use for all of our dice rolling, for all of our keeping track of all the stuff, because let's be honest here, guys, We're here for the role play. We're not here for the number crunch. So we let Fantasy Grounds do all the heavy lifting, and my God, does it ever do some heavy lifting. So yeah, thank you, of course, to our folks at Fantasy Grounds for letting us do this thing. All right. Now, of course, there is no good TTRPG game without a good group of players. Let me introduce you to my players and the characters that they're going to be using, starting with our dear friend Schooley, playing the role of Cinderiel.
Yes. Who is our lovely, bright, theoretically, cleric of Cyrene, who not only has now been burned by the fires of the past, but is now also supporting several new scars, thanks to a lovely little lion. Slowly getting more and more disfigured each and every session.
That seems to be the case. Next up, a person who doesn't need disfigurement to be as ugly as he happens to be. We have none other than the amazing Sean, a.k.a. Avarian CA, playing the role of Westonson.
Andrew,
don't tell him! Oh, fuck! I was gonna let him go through the whole thing. I was like, oh my god, no one say anything. Let him do the whole thing muted, and then I'll tell him. It's fine.
He's... He's doing it on purpose.
Yep, that's amazing. Well done. Yep, that's absolutely. You were you were still muted.
He knows.
Oh, you know. Okay, fair enough. Well, for those of you he's not going to tell. Okay, Varian's done today. All right. So.
All right. I'm Varian CA. I'm playing a Westonson, nerd from a
What are you playing? Do you know what you're playing?
Sociopath.
You're playing the
playing a
sociopath.
dwarf.
Yeah, there you go.
Dwarf and a gun-toting drunkard. Yes.
Yes, nice. Sorry, no, I asked what you're playing, not what you are.
I actually, no, I do own a gun, but I can't drink alcohol.
Oh, there you go.
It's a Nerf gun.
Oh, fair. I wish I had it. You know what? I've seen some of these Nerf guns where you like assemble it like you're actually assembling a real gun. Like, you know, you see those movies where they like disassemble it and they're like just like, watch me put together my gun in like 12 seconds. I've seen people do that with like Nerf guns as just like, yeah, I've got a pistol. You know, it's just fucking nuts what they did with Nerf. But good on them, you know? Yeah.
I just a fun fact about my Nerf gun. It has shot 2 deans, 3 directors of IT services, and 2 students.
Nice.
And I'm
No
still
one is
employed
safe.
at the university.
The scene from Naked Gun where he takes the little pistol, puts all the attachments on it, and it turns into a tank.
Yeah, basically, yeah. All right. Next up on our list of amazing players is Sir not appearing in this film, aka Sean, who plays the role of Titus, the Tiefling Azarketi. Sean is feeling under the weather today again, so we wish him a speedy recovery. We hope that he is going to be well very soon. But yeah, that's Titus. Titus is always with the adventuring party, just kind of like writing notes, you know, journaling all the stuff that's happening, because that's what he was supposed to be doing. Then we have, playing the role of the monster hunter, Ziak. We have Rock.
Yep, that's me, and I'm playing Ziak. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, monster hunter. Not many monsters yet, but you know, you can call a ghost, maybe a dragon. Yeah, dragon. But he doesn't want to fight it. He's smart about his monster hunting. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we could talk about out of our dragon situation today. Yeah.
All right, well, talking your way out of a dragon, that'll be very interesting to see our monster hunter get into that. But speaking of being able to talk their way into and out of trouble, we have none other than Peyton, played by our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello, yes. Peyton is a punk. He's also a bartender. Gets into more trouble than it's worth. but he means well.
He does. He
Pretty
does.
much
Well.
it.
And last
Yeah.
but certainly not least, playing the Ranger Navanda is our dear and amazing friend, Matt from All Things Fantasy.
Good morning. How are you going today?
I'm doing swell. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very good. As Dag said, I play Navander, who is kind of is a rancher set up just outside the town of Sandpoint. He's married to the wonderful Shalala. He's been asked to do a couple of jobs around town, and now he's talking to a dragon. It's been a bit of a day today. It's been a bit of a day.
Yeah, didn't you just come into the town for like groceries or something?
No, I think it was like chicken wire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just basic supplies. You're like da 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 da. Yeah, it's been a
Looks like it's a town issue, not a my issue. Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
it's a my-
But you also know that your wife is very fond of the town.
Yeah. That's why he's sticking around.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Did you? All right. Well, with that brings us to the end of obviously our character introductions. But we have one last individual to thank. Oh, I say individuals to thank for today's stream, and that is of course you guys in chat. Guys, thank you so much for being here, for supporting the show, for supporting all this crazy, wacky, and amazing stuff that we did. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is my full-time job. This is kind of what I do with my life, and of course. If you feel like it, you can obviously support the Dead Aussie Gamer channel through a number of different ways. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game as we're playing. By doing so, you can do things like inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses. Australis just burnt like a freaking massive fuck ton of points to drop a black dragon Ravner on my group that was already fighting a dragon. It was so strong it killed the dragon that they were fighting and now is chasing them. So, there's a whole thing. We have divine healing, divine intervention, a ton of cool stuff there. And of course, if you are subscribed, you earn channel points even faster. So there's that as well. Then we have, of course, for those of you who have a little bit of extra burnable cash, we have a bunch of rewards that will have a more tangible result in the scope of our game. First of all, for $5, you can donate to give a red mark to a player of your choice or a purple mark to me. These red marks are hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points, which are these purple ones, can be used to counter hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks of cards in front of me. The first deck is a deck of flashback and plot twists, where we will insert, at the earliest convenience, the plot twist or flashback into the course of the game. These are story prompts that really do kind of change the way the game works very swiftly. Then we have, of course, alternatively, if you want, you can pick a player of your choosing, and for $10, give them a heroic action. These heroic actions are free actions that are pretty powerful, that can do cool things, but also work as hero points as well. They're pretty useful and have helped my players in a bit of trying time on more than one occasion. For $20, you can donate for a golden natural 20 to a player of your choosing. This is just a natural 20, because why the hell not? Natural 20s, they're natural 20s. We love them. They're amazing. Then, of course, for $50, the big 50, you could donate to provide a magic item to a player of your choosing. This could be a homebrew item you design, a item you would like them to choose from their wish list, or you can ask me to homebrew an item for them. This will usually be part of a set, but yeah, homebrew items. That's kind of what we get. Or alternatively, if you woke up this morning and chose violence instead, the $50 donations can be used to increase the difficulty of the boss, making a boss more challenging by increasing some of the stats it has, or by giving it a new template, or by potentially increasing the difficulty of the terrain they happen to be in, or upping the ante, making the stakes even higher. Maybe there's a pet salamander that a little girl has been looking for that suddenly appears in the middle of the battle, and they have to keep it safe, or else they'll make a tiny girl cry. Who knows? We'll do a bunch of stuff. And then lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item is a massive donation. These ones are the big swings that not only contribute to all the cool stuff, but also really do help me on a bigger level. Which of course we have for the secret menu item today. The secret menu item is, with our heroes and their recent bids for a ton of fun and amazing things, they are going to start earning a little bit more reputation around town. For the $100 secret menu item, I will provide my players with enough resources to form their own mercenary link. So basically, if you donate the $100 secret menu item, the group will get a small stipend that they'll be able to build a building in town that they will be able to operate from. From within, they will acquire jobs, they will acquire resources, anything that they have will be able to be put like kind of aside for them to be able to use. There will just be a ton of resources available to them from having an actual base of operations. This will also include an NPC by your design that will also caretake for this building while the players are out and about doing stuff. So you'll get the NPC and you'll get stuff. Yeah. Or, yeah, and alternatively, it could have a forward-facing occupation. Like, you could have a laundromat, you could have another pub, you could have a library. You know, it could be anything.
Like a guild hall. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I could be the bartender to this place.
Yes.
Oh my
That's true.
god. Very cool.
That is true. All right. One moment. Let me just... All right. All right. Cool. All right. Well, without any further ado, let's find some appropriate music. What's a good one? Ooh, okay, this could be a good one. City of Calaman. All right, here we go. This could be it. Let's try this music. Exploring the Shrines. Huh? Okay. I can work with this. Now, welcome one and all back to the town of Sandpoint, a small gem of a town nestled along the coast of the Varisian frontier. In years that have gone past, our heroes have saved this town on more than one occasion. Now, the town is not a stranger to troubled times. Murderers, giants, goblins, even jilted cultists have made the town of Sandpoint their target in the past. But the last few years have gone by relatively peacefully. That is, of course, until today. Father Xantus, the current spiritual leader of the town, asked a group of individuals to seek out the remains of a former enemy of the town, a woman by the name of Nualia, who was formerly a town resident and daughter to the previous priest. She had been abused by the town and her Aasimar heritage exploited for personal gain. After being betrayed one too many times by the townsfolk, she eventually turned to Lamashtu, goddess of monsters, and turned her ire upon the town. But Father Xantus did not believe she deserved to be condemned both in life and in death for sins that belonged to the people and not her. The remains had been stolen by some ghouls, and the heroes were tasked with recovering these bones so that a ritual may be conducted to speak with the ghost of Nualia and forgive her for her transgressions, allowing her peace in the future, or peace in the afterlife. Well, our heroes succeeded in this, and after the ritual was concluded, Nualia gave a dire warning that the forgiveness of only a few would not stifle her current hatred. But she says that there are other threats that a small group could potentially deal with in a place known as the Pit. Should our heroes stand the trial of the 7 dooms for Sandpoint, Nualia would accept the forgiveness. But before our heroes were able to really explore the pit, a rumbling came from below the courtyard, and arising from the fountain was a dragon, a great and powerful beast, who claimed to have its forebearers responsible for the early days of Sandpoint's success. Now coming to claim what is owed, the dragon is seeking reparations and interest for having built the capital on which Sandpoint now stands. However, only two of the families, should I say, that still remain. The Scarnetti family, that is overseen by Chan, the current heir. And of course, nope, that's not it. And Mayor Kendra Deverin, the current acting mayor, and you know what, let's put these up here. There we go. There we go. The only two remaining members of the families of which they represent. The dragon believes that they are owed everything. But our heroes, who are caught in the middle, have some time to try and convince the dragon that maybe taking what is owed from the town of Sandpoint may not be the best for not only Sandpoint, but for the dragon as well. So, we return to our adventure. The dragon looms down at both Kendra and Chan.
Well, before we do this, maybe some proof of purchase would be available. Like, is there any documentation saying that you had something?
You wish to claim that I am lying to you? Do I seem so lowly and poor that I would lie about what is owed to me and my kin?
Wouldn't you have something to make it easier for you to claim something?
Of course. It is a blood pact, an oath. One's word, especially one of my kind, is more than ample. If your species is not to be trusted, well, then that is an issue for the small folk. We, dragons, are not so petty.
Nevada's going to turn to perhaps whisper sideways to Peyton. What do halflings have to do with this?
I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. So why is he bringing the small folk in?
I think he means everyone's smaller than him.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I think
Fair.
halflings being the smallest, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's true. He's just big. He's a big dragon.
Well, does the Devon family or the Skarneshi family, maybe even the Kaijutsu family, have some form of documentation? See what their if there was a percentage of how much wealth they had to contribute back, or was it more of like a group thing?
You have a insight bonus redeemed. You
Oh,
realize
please.
that the dragon themselves is making the claim to this, but you have said nothing to the two people whose family were said to have owed this debt. Perhaps,
didn't do that.
yes, perhaps and inside bonus here is perhaps discussing this openly and in front of the dragon may not be the best idea. Perhaps there is a way that you can convince the dragon or these people to separate for the time being so that you may look into it, then return together once there is a amiable response to this whole matter. Unless you want to do the whole court case thing right now and in the
No, it's too early for that. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I've just stayed up all night. Can we perhaps do this in like 24 hours?
Is that what you say to the
Look,
giant dragon?
Fortune Dragon, Mr. Dragon, amazing dragon, you just woke up from a great slumber. Are you not wanting to do this tomorrow? I mean, surely you're all
Make a diplomacy check.
Uh-oh. I will do my best.
Oh, it's fine. I understand what you're trying to say.
Oh,
No, that's good.
21!
All right. Much like how I tell people this all the time. In an RPG of any kind, right, I do not make you do push-ups when I want an athletics check, just like I don't need you to necessarily find the exact words when you are making diplomacy checks. With a 21, what you actually say is, good Sir Dragon, you have come a long way for this. And these debts that are owed to you will not change whether it is today or whether it is tomorrow. There is much that has been built in the town of Sandpoint with the resources that your family has owed. Why not go and enjoy some of it? The tavern here at the... Do you want to send him to your tavern?
Yeah.
Or there's also the Rusty Dragon?
No.
Yeah, the
Actually,
Rusty...
you might like my dragon, but
the Rusty Dragon and the White Stag are the two better
yeah,
pubs in town.
I'll point him into those directions as well.
Well, no, as in which one?
Let's do probably not the Rusty Dragon because he might take offense to that.
Sure.
So the other one.
All right, the White Stag. You tell them about the White Stag and say that they will welcome you there. They'll do stuff. If they have any problems, put it on Westinson's tab. But effectively you say this to the dragon, and the dragon agrees. He says, "Yeah, you know what? I have flown quite a while, and I could definitely use some time to rest." He watches. He begins to fiddle around and form these strange gestures with his hands. His body begins to shift and transform. And as it does so, standing before you is no longer the large, imposing form of the dragon, but instead...
We're getting an avatar form? Nice.
But instead, you see... Nope. What the hell? Come here. Yeah, that'll do. All right. You see a female sailor. She looks at you all up and down and says, "You have until tomorrow. I assure you that I will not be leaving without being paid what is owed. We will meet back here at 10 a.m. Any later, and I will presume that this town has chosen to forfeit and its occupants have left my property.
Sounds good.
All right, and she leaves. All right.
I should have showed her, asked her if she wanted me to show her away.
No, it's fine. She'll figure it out. Now, as for the other two, they're still kind of gobsmacked in just absolute shock and awe of what is going on. And Khan looks and says, "Well, I have just this is highly irregular. Highly irregular is what it is, and I do not owe a damn thing to a giant trumped-up scaled air balloon, and I rest assured you will not see a golden coin from my coffers for whatever it is. Take his word, because he's a dragon, pull the other one. If there is no contract, there is no debt, and if there is no debt, there is nothing owed, and there is nothing to be said. I'm going to my manor, I'm going to enjoy a large bottle of brandy, and you can all decide how to kill this thing. You're heroes, aren't you? Slaying dragons is your thing. Go slay the dragon." And he'll storm off.
Farewell.
Dragon is not our
No,
thing.
before he goes, Cinderella will try and shout, "Farewell! I'll tell the townsfolk that all of that, and that you said no. They'll play the blood for your no."
Make an intimidation check.
Which is one of the few that don't have a negative to just now.
Julia, we flipped rolls. Hell yeah!
All right. I love
it. Diplomacy, you're intimidating.
Grizzle says, "But we want platinum."
Profits!
Amazing. I'm just going to say that it wasn't that you weren't intimidating. It's that he was off in such a hurry and his mind is racing. He simply didn't hear what you had to say.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he does leave. As for the mayor, you see her look just kind of drop. I heard the stories, but I never thought them to be true. Just tales of my ancestors that contracted with a dragon. It's rare enough to see one. I was surprised to have seen one in my lifetime, but to know that it was real? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my family stopped believing in the tales, and if there was any way to pay this dragon what he is owed, then we have no means of doing so. Nothing has been set aside in the coffers. Nothing has been made clear. I mean, the Deverin house is not what it used to be. Everything we had, we gave to this town. The Scarnetti have made enough for themselves and live comfortably. And the Kaijutsu have fallen into disrepair ever since Amiko left.
Does Amiko still own the glassworks, or does the glassworks still in the Kaijutsu's name, as well as the old manor house?
The glassworks does still belong to the Kaijutsu family, and the manor house as well. Currently, both are abandoned and unoccupied.
How much do you think that'd be worth together?
Nowhere near enough. But perhaps at least it's a start, a bargaining chip of sorts.
Half
Maybe,
later.
well, maybe if you explored the glassworks, maybe there's still some stuff that remains. Perhaps even something. The previous owner, Lonjiku Kaijutsu, he was a very careful man, one who was steeped in tradition. If any of us kept records or kept aside anything to repay this dragon, it might be his family.
Alright.
That's the lead we ever got.
See if you can get a letter to Amiko. I mean, see if you can get contact from Amiko. I know it's a bit of a distance, but worst case worse, and the town's taken, we'd have a powerful support there.
Last I heard, she's an empress in Tian.
Exactly. Like
I love this town, and I'm sure Miko does as well. She was a part of this town for many years. We saw the young girl grow up, but the new life that she has, I would not want her to jeopardize it. Not for the sake of the town. The town is more than just the buildings and the mortar. It's the people here. And I could hardly hold that true if I sought help from one of ours from so far away just because they were of power and influence. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. And if anyone knows about pivoting and being able to think on your feet, I know it's you and your wife, Navander.
Thank you. Still get ready for an evacuation just in case.
I'll see what we have that we can pull together first.
Yeah.
Then, if need be, yeah.
Meanwhile, is everyone against having a quick look at the glassworks and the old Taijutsu Manor House?
Yeah, I say the sooner the better. No, jeez.
You
Might
might
be a
need
bad
some
idea
ale
to go
for
search
that.
I'm
down
good.
there. There was a few things down in the place we were digging for the corpse that might be useful. Or might have
We
some
still haven't-
value.
Yeah, true. There was also that.
You mean the great big demon type thing that's been
Yeah.
there since the word dot of the founding of Sandpoint? You
He
that
was
only,
around for the founding
type-
of Sandpoint. He might actually know the goings-ons. He has been here
Oh,
since
yeah.
the birth of Sandpoint.
Yeah, we got a slight problem with that. Only Titus can speak to him and understand him.
Right. No
Looks
one else
over
speaks goat.
What
Looks,
if-
looks
what
over at
if
Titus
whoever-
who's scribing in the back.
Titus is with you and will translate, of course, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you guys from being able to do stuff, but it'd be like, okay, cool. Well, you can have like somebody join you. Doesn't matter who. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if that thing is worth, like,
This town
Yeah,
can
if
be
that-
ruled by a dragon. Doesn't mean you need to evacuate.
I'm kind of curious what the dragon expects to get if the town can't pay.
yeah, is it gonna just destroy the town, or is it just gonna
it-
keep?
Unless we managed to convince it that wealth is measured in more than just gold, but is in the lives of the people involved.
It's
Oh,
the
in the
friends we make
city, when-
along the way.
You see all the treasure on that thing's back.
I was gonna say, the city that I
The
come
lives
from,
of the
when you're
people
dealing
really
with
matter,
when you're dealing with the more organized criminals, they only break a couple legs. If you kill a person, you can't get the money you lent them.
That is very
Well,
true.
Before we have to deal with the dragon, let's go look at these places and see if there's any wealth hidden in them.
That's all well and good, Jack. But I've been awake for like, what, 48 hours now?
Dang.
I could use a nap.
You know, I had sleep when we had the 8-hour break.
guys
Weston
have
goes
8
over
hour
to the
break?
vendor.
Yeah, I went back to work for a bit. Actually, no, me and Winston went back to the bar to like, get some food and us. Right before
Rest-
the ritual.
It's probably good to rest.
Or
I need to
Winston,
go.
yes, sorry.
I need to go fix my lamp. Anyway, there might be things in those places that I need to.
Evander, if you, I mean, I was gonna say, if you want to go take the nap, I'm sure it would be wise for us all to get some kind of break. But we should still at least look at the glass house, a couple of us.
So you want to
We're
go look at
going
the
to
glass
finish.
house
Okay,
before you-
hold on. So let me translate this.
Splitting the party.
So no,
Just
Neil.
kidding.
Now, despite your abilities, you cannot multiply yourself and both rest and explore things. right?
That's what I mean. No, I mean
No, because
Peyton
that's
took
what
his
you
break earlier.
because
I'm
that's
saying
what you've
Evander
been
can go as
because Neil,
Peyton
that's what
will-
you've been saying. Now, what you can do,
Is it?
however, yeah. So what you can
Okay.
do, is you guys have had an 8-hour rest, but you actually haven't properly slept. Because remember, you went to work, Westonson went to get drunk. What they're suggesting, what Evander is suggesting, that everyone take another 8 hours, take a powder, actually sleep, because, you know, your characters will end up being fatigued and then exhausted and then have to deal with whatever you're dealing with. Then, once you guys have rested properly, you still have plenty of time before the 10 a.m. deadline
Okay, yeah.
to then
That's
be
makes
looking
more
into
sense.
stuff. Yeah, because remember, you've still got dirt underneath your fingernails. Most of you, as you may recall, were buried alive at some point. You know, and there you are, covered in, you know, like crap and dirt and dust, and just being like, yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's just it.
Technically
Yeah.
died.
So, and it's a group thing as well. So does the group want to take a break?
Yeah.
Yay? Nay?
Makes sense that since we were
Yeah.
bloody and all that from the lines, we wouldn't want to be tripping around,
Mhm.
dripping blood and all that sort of stuff.
All right.
Mhm.
So, our heroes part ways from the temple at Sandpoint, each going to their various domiciles and places in order to try and gain some rest. Let me just give everyone the rest for now. There we go. Now, before we kick off, a very special welcome to our new follower, Zelix Death, who I'm going to give a very quick recap to at the moment. Our group of heroes in Sandpoint are currently on a task to try and uncover a hidden amount of wealth from the town of Sandpoint. A dragon has arrived, claiming to have been a forebearer of the town, providing capital funds to build the town, and has now come to claim his investment. The other families of this town, one of which has left the town, one of which has spent all of their money developing the town, and the other, who's an asshole, have basically not enough funds to give back to the dragon. So our heroes are looking into the glassworks and the manor that belong to the family that is no longer here. But they need a bit of rest, they need a bit of recuperation, and that is what they are currently doing. So, after your rest,
No.
I will presume that you
Ju-
guys are using your healing spells and all of that
Yeah.
to top yourselves up.
Which I'm hoping actually
I-
reduces someone's wounded condition at least a little bit.
The wounded condition will reduce by 1 for everyone. So I've just changed Ziak. Peyton has gone down by 1 as well. Yeah, cool. Cool, sweet. So there you go. So you are, some of you are still wounded, so you're still kind of like in danger, but, you know, for the most part, everyone's like healed up. Now, after your 8 hours of rest, you reconvene, gathering at the northern side of town, towards the old glassworks.
Do I get time to fix my lamp?
Sure.
Probably do, right?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. Our heroes approach the large 2-story structure. The windows slightly smashed in, broken glass littered everywhere, graffiti marring most of the sides of the wall, children at play. There is no locked door. There is kind of a few broken and smashed down entranceways here. It has been some time since anyone has come to the glasswork of Sandpoint. Formerly busy, bustling, and heavy industry here in Sandpoint, the workers of the glassworks house were all killed by a horde of goblins that snuck into town through a hidden smuggler's cove underneath underneath the glassworks itself, exploited by none other than Longiku's bastard son, who had allied themselves with Nualia and led a group of goblins up here so that they could attack Sandpoint. Unfortunately, among the victims, in addition to the glassworks employees, was Longjiku Kaijutsu himself. You've all heard rumors about what happened. Some say he was stabbed to death and then eaten by goblins. Others say that he couldn't handle the guilt of his son being responsible for everything that had happened and hung himself in the rafters. Others say that he was thrown and fed into the very furnaces that light the glassworks, and they say that all of the glass that now has been made since in the glasswork has been haunted by the ghost of Lonjiku. Whatever the multitude of reasons or multitude of cases, there's a certain unease our heroes have as they approach the glassworks. All right. Would you go through the front entrance or the back entrance?
What time is it currently? How many hours do we have before 10?
It'll be the middle of the night.
Oh, okay. Got it. So we got plenty of time. What do you guys think? Should we go see if we can find the entrance the goblins used, or go through the front entrance?
No. The question here was front entrance or back entrance.
Sandero was it? There's nothing really reason for us to go into the back entrance. I imagine we should be pretty safe going through the front.
Yeah. All right. Let's go through the front then. I mean, it's abandoned, right?
I agree.
Which way is closer to the office? Anybody know? No. Okay. I got no. I'll just follow everybody, or lead you if you want my lamp thing.
You can lead, but before that, everyone stand back. We're gonna open the doors. After
All right.
everything that's happened, you never know.
Sorry, I missed it. Was that the front or the back?
Front.
Front. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, so that places you guys here. All right. You open the door. There is no resistance. Inside, an old display room. Smashed bottles and glasses lay strewn about everywhere. Many of them coated in a thin layer of dust. As Peyton opens the door and Ziak enters, your lantern, as well as is kind of the majority of the light that comes from here. The windows, for what remain, are scummed up and covered in just moss and other things, whereas the dappled light seems to create an almost eerie but very fairy-like visage here as the colored glass reflects the lights now entering. You can see a counter. There is blood splattered on the counter, dried, ancient, old, and a door that leads further back into the glassworks itself.
Well, seeing that there's not going to be any real documentation here, Sandero will suggest proceeding further inside.
All right, you may do so.
Yeah, we'll walk past the.
You've not shared the map with
bar.
us for us to move ourselves.
Oh, that's what I've done wrong. Hold on, I was actually going to go... Okay, I need to go grab something, because I need to go grab something from another book. I'll be back. 2 seconds.
All right. Sounds good.
1001, 1002.
Oh, fuck.
So
You know,
there is one that does that.
This is like this is weird. Because I've run this game through. I've run Rise of the Runelord, which is what this is based on. This is the first time I'm actually going through this place as a player.
That's cool.
Odd.
All right.
It's odd.
Got my other book.
I think Peyton wants to grab some of these glasses to bring back to the bar.
And it's not abandoned then in that first thing.
It is very much not abandoned when I go through it.
No, it's the source of the blood.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys should be able to
Right.
move your characters now.
So we go around the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
is there anything behind the bar actually here?
Nothing here. Most of the things have been like maybe some like beer bottles and stuff like that. You definitely recognize them as more modern. Like people have like some people have probably come in here just drinking privately
Okay.
more than anything else.
So this would be like the tavern end of the area before the rest of the building. Got it.
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
Cool. It's actually really cool.
Okay.
All right.
As you open the door here, a huge plume of hot air seems to escape the chamber beyond. It's stale and smells like ash and burning flesh. Cinderio, you know this smell all too well. It is not a pleasant memory, as your scar aches ever so slightly from the scent.
Yep. Everyone else would probably just see her almost not even realizing it, just putting her hand to her face over it as she closes her eyes, and probably takes a few steps back and away just to get out of the immediate heat.
Are we going through the heat, or there's a door over there?
But I mean, this was abandoned, right? If there's heat
Yeah,
coming
why is
from
there heat?
the
Yeah.
furnaces, that would imply that someone is
Maybe
here and
somebody's
maintaining them.
using it.
Navanda's going
And-
to pat Sindara on the shoulder. It's all right, kid. We just gotta push through it. Do I taste any magic in the air?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I don't taste any magic. We should be okay to continue on, if you wish to, Peyton. Because I know you have the wish to take the front, right?
Yeah. Quick question for the DM, or yeah, for the GM.
That's me.
In the case of extreme heat, pouring water on yourself does help adjust the heat, right?
Yes.
Okay. To help Cinderio out, I still do have the holy water from before. I
It's
figured I
more-
could.
It's more mental,
Mm,
as she'll
then-
try
I
to
know,
say.
but
As
it
she'll
might
try to
help
put
cool you
her
down.
hand.
So
It's more as you try to. She puts her hand to stop you because
Because Peyton is
more-
about to dump water on Cinderio for some reason.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sindara, this will help.
Neil, again, never change. Your logic is amazing. The logic is hot
Alright.
plus cold means comfort. You are walking
Yeah.
around in robes in a haunted place feeling really uncomfortable and anxious and at ease. I know what'll help. Dumping water on you.
what he's really trying to do with her being holy water,
Oh.
he's trying to sanctify her for the future.
Well, no, it's just it's still water, so I just figured it would work. But
Of course you did. Of course you
Purifying
did.
and sacrifice. Yes, that's what
Alright,
you're
I
doing
guess
to
that's-
Sandero.
It's fine. It is fine.
Alright,
It is fine.
let's
You're
go.
a precious baby boy. But no, Neil, do not dump water on someone experiencing PTSD. That's just not what we do.
Okay, yeah.
Which way, Peyton? Forward or down that hallway?
Hmm.
I'm assuming the heat's stronger in the forward direction.
Correct. Further to the north, the heat is stronger. But keeping in mind, it's only a momentary thing. Think of it like air pressure. Like when you opened
okay.
that
Yeah.
door, it was that air pressure leaving, and that was a wave
Yeah.
of heat. I mean, you do.
Okay.
It is warm in here for sure. Like definitely warmer than you were before. But yeah, it is up to you as to where you would like to go. You can continue forward,
Is there a
or you can go right.
door in front of us too?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, right there. Right here.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe we just.
By the way,
go
if you
through
hold
that
down
door.
spacebar and double click, you can ping the map.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
I forgot
that's
about that. It's a new thing.
right.
Through here?
I mean, yeah. Let's just go through there. for
All
now.
right.
All right. As you attempt to go through there, that door is locked.
Oh, okay.
I don't go through there.
All right.
It's
let
locked.
me check it quick.
It's locked. It's
Yeah,
locked.
let me check it. I know. Move out of the way, please. Thank you. I will first try to use my thieves toolkit to try and pick the lock.
All right. Make a thievery check as you attempt to pick the lock.
26.
You do so as your tools go in and start to work their magic. At some point or another, I need you to make me a reflex save.
Oh no! Not again! No! Oh, 25.
You move your hand quickly. Your tools become incredibly hot. Almost as if someone had placed it in a furnace. There's just this moment of like, what the hell? And you touch them again and they are cool to the touch. It was just a moment. But then you hear this click as the door is now unlocked.
I let everyone know about what happened, what I felt. Yeah, my tools got hot. Pulled them out.
Did my lantern detect anything?
What does your lantern detect?
It detects any creatures that come into the area, and it also detects if there's anything invisible. Like I can't see it.
No, it did not pick up either of these things.
Okay. All right. Well,
doors unlocked.
let's move forward.
All right, real quick.
Hang on.
We'll have an insight bonus. Could I get anyone who has it to please make me a religion check?
Oh God.
You do need to be trained in this one for this check.
Yeah.
I think I have it.
Sandero's on fire tonight.
Yeah, today is definitely the day.
I am.
All right. Those of you who got an 18 or higher, you definitely understand the concept of ghosts and spirits and the restless dead. Whether you're superstitious or not, there's definitely something here. Something aware of your presence.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There's something, Peyton, what just happened to you might have been a spirit, but it didn't burn you, right? It just felt like a heat. It might just be just messing with us right now. It might just be a trickster, but be cautious still. Everybody be cautious. All right, move in.
All right, you guys coming?
All right. As soon as everyone else moves through.
Several deep breaths.
They're just sitting there while me and
Yeah, several deep breaths later, Sandero starts to follow.
That's all right, Cinderella. If you need, I'll sit right behind you. Okay. If anything's gonna get through you, it's gonna have to get through me first. Sound good?
Yeah, because that works well when things happen down below.
It's okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
You missed the worst one when you were helping report to the priest.
Oh, see, I get back here for a sec.
It's okay. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen here? It's been abandoned for a while. Probably just gonna have some kids in here or something.
Right.
All right.
Kids. Yes, kids.
As you enter, the furnaces on the left and on the right of you are hot, very hot, though no coal seems to be burning within. As you look around, this place definitely has all the signs of having been abandoned for a very, very long time. Can I get a will save from everyone, please, as you've entered? If you haven't entered yet, you do not need to make this check.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Do I have any hero points? Yeah, can I hero point that?
Yeah, you can use the hero point on that.
Okay.
Ooh. Still got it better though.
A little bit better.
All right. So, looking at our group, we have no failures yet. Okay.
Ooh.
Yet.
All right. As I
Three
mentioned,
of us were still outside.
the furnace burns bright and hot. A blast of fire suddenly erupts from out of the furnace itself. A twisted mass of shrieking faces lashes out almost like a tongue of flames. I need a reflex save from both Peyton and Ziak.
18.
That is a success.
Okay, good. Oh no. Oh, okay, good.
That is a critical success. So Ziak, you duck behind the counter. Peyton, you take 8 points of damage. This is fire damage that burns outwards.
Gotcha.
As the faces seem to be that of about a dozen workers as they jump out and lash onto you.
Oof.
You try to block and shield your face, and the fire hits you. You feel the burn, but there are no scars.
Ah.
All right.
All right. Turn to everyone behind me. Watch out. There seems
Stay
to be...
away from the furnaces.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
This...
Why do we need to stay away from them?
I just got lashed out. Fire lashed out at us.
Ghosts. Fiery ghosts lashed out at us.
So, we're here looking for paperwork, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It
So-
just doesn't sound like the right place.
Yeah, I'm thinking we don't go this way because paper, fire don't mix.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let's get out
Wait,
of here, Zodiac.
I'm
If we
guessing
can't
you
find
don't
it, we
see
can
a
always come
secret-
back here.
I'm guessing you don't see a secret file cabinet in there for some strange reason.
I see
I'll take a quick look.
table over there.
There is indeed a table. You look further south along the glasswork floor, and there are these 3 large alcoves that are surrounded by glass. No light seems to come from the glass itself, but in the middle alcove there appears to be a chair and a desk, as if the seat of an overseer would maybe be here.
That actually looks something like super important.
Okay. But that would stand to reason. In most craft shops, you would include plans, blueprints, bill of materials in the workshop, paperwork for a store or something like that. Probably not be in a place easily combusted.
Right. Okay. We see those. We know they're here. We can always come back if we don't find them. So Ziak, let's get out of here. We
Exactly.
can always come back.
As you turn
Alright.
to leave the room,
Shit.
you hear something. Both of you make perception checks.
Oh God.
Perception checks.
Gotta love that skill perception.
Yeah, it's 26.
All right. You both hear something getting closer.
Uh-oh.
You hear footsteps on glass. Do you turn around?
Yes.
All right.
Sure, but I have a feeling I shouldn't. I feel it.
I don't think Peyton's one to hesitate. Yes, he turns around for sure.
I'm feeling JoJo. Sorry, don't look behind you.
So Peyton doesn't look.
No,
You don't
No,
have
he
to.
does.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
no, we both. Yeah, I look too.
All right. As you do so,
Oh, fuck.
what you see stepping on glass is what looks to be a twisted and broken figure. A man dressed in Tianese clothes, his skin having burnt off, ash erupting from his open wounds, cuts and slashes as glass seems to have penetrated him in a multitude of different places, especially his feet and arms. He looks with a woeful and despaired look and starts to move towards you even faster.
I grab Ziak and just throw him out of the door.
All right, you're out of the door. He's still following you. He's coming towards the door.
I jump through.
He's a
try to
ghost.
jump
He
in
can probably
the
go
door.
through.
Was there anything on the table?
Peyton, did he
you,
look
you
like
can't.
that?
You
Access?
couldn't see anything on the table, but he seems to be coming
All right,
from
here.
that direction.
Oops,
Peyton,
left shift.
did you ever know the boss?
He's
Is
about to
that
catch
him?
up to you. As he reaches,
Okay.
he's going to grab hold of Peyton.
Ah!
Ah,
No one's going to
I was
close the
wondering
door.
if this.
No one's going to run. Okay, cool.
I was gonna jump through.
Running.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And what do you do?
I
Run.
slam the door shut.
All right, you slam the door shut. As you do so, he is just
I'm
about to
holding the
reach
door.
through, and then there is silence. You no longer hear the footsteps.
Okay, so that
Wow.
was stupid scary.
That was fun.
You guys saw that, right?
Yeah, I guess the rumors were true.
It is haunted.
You think that was him himself?
Oh yeah, actually anyone who has grown up in Sandpoint 100% will recognize Lonjuku Kaijutsu. He was a shitty old man who would very often go to the pub in order to reprimand his daughter Amiko, who was the owner and bartender at the Rusty Dragon Inn. And on more than one occasion, they had altercations that the town was very aware of between the two of them. And his attire very rarely changed outside of design and the like. So seeing those clothes specifically, it is not hard, even with his skin being so burnt and ashen, it was not hard to pick. That is definitely Lonjuku Kaijutsu.
Yeah. So, Sandero probably almost with a quavering voice, but clearly he's suffered and is staying. I guess one option, if our last option, see if we can reason through, see if there's anything that remains of his memories.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I would like to, if we can, somehow put him to rest.
Maybe when we're not on time constraint, eh?
Right.
After the dragon, yes.
We gotta find the office. We gotta find his office.
Yeah,
Yes.
he might be, find what he's, why he's attached to this world.
Well, the rumors
Um,
he died here.
Yeah. Well, when we were in the room, left of the room, looked, there was a doorway, like a two-door hallway, and this leads to the left as well, so I'm gonna assume that those two kind of just connect. We should probably go right.
Right.
Right. Okay. And Cinderella's basically hugging the firewall away from that just now.
So yeah, let's go this way.
You doing right, Winston?
All right.
I'm going.
Should-
I'm
was
taking
shift-
up the back.
Was it shift
okay.
One
both
moment.
click?
What, for ping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
shift
ping.
up. Sorry,
Hold
space bar
on.
and double click.
Yeah, hold down space bar,
Oh,
double click.
space bar. Okay, I thought it was shift. Okay,
No.
All right.
gotcha. Oh, there's a door on our right.
I feel double doors are more important. So I go.
It's actually pretty true. Okay. Well, I guess we'll follow Ziak for now.
All right.
Well-
Ziak continues down the corridor, past one of the doors to the south a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
As
Hmm.
we pass the door, there isn't any writing on it implying it was an office or a named department type thing.
It does have staff only written on it.
Uh, Given this door says staff only, there's a good chance they might at least have some. Might only just be the workers' changing rooms. But if it's staff only, it might also be one way into the office itself if he was overseeing them all the time.
True. Hey, I'm looking
Sure.
down. I'm down
I mean,
for
if
finding
it,
anything.
double doors, you can almost see as leading guests through to show them to the great big display
Mhm.
unit, right?
Yeah. Plus, we might find more than just the papers. So.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to test the door, see if it's locked.
It is not locked.
All right, then I will open it.
And I'll step in. Oh, okay. You can step in
I'm sorry.
first.
I mean, your light goes a far ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it won't. It doesn't go through walls.
Sindariel, Westinson, and
Oh, no.
Navander, you watch as the two of them play Tweedledee and Tweedledum, slapping each other's hands as they decide, I'm going to go first. No, I'm going first. No, I'm going first.
Oh, no,
and they just...
I've got the better
I
image
was
of
just
them
saying,
both going
okay,
through the
you
door at
can
the
go
same
first.
time and just getting jammed
Yeah.
between the two
Yeah,
of them
yeah,
shoulder to shoulder.
No, we're stuck.
And slapping each other to try to get through.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why
Okay.
communication is very important. Now, Peyton, as you enter, you find yourself in the kind of like an open community area. There are just a series of broken cups and glasses, a bunch of like just sundry things. Box of oats that has been tipped out and have been ripped apart by weevils. Just kind of like laying about the area. There are a multitude of doors here. To the south, you can see there's a couple of storerooms and something that kind of smells very wet, like very moldy, very mildewy, but not like, plant matter, but more like water and like stagnant water, basically, coming from the south. To the north, you don't hear any sounds other than a steady, slow series of dripping that seems to come from up in that area.
Okay. You said drips and a smell.
Drips from the north,
Okay.
smell from the south.
Okay. Yeah, there's when everybody comes around the corner, I just say, yeah, there's drips northway-ish, kind of from over there, and then there's a kind of a dank smell coming from down this other way to the south. What do you think, Ziak?
Mm. I go in the middle of the room more, just light up the room probably can catch everything right now where I am. So we see a door, thing. Yep.
Okay.
Door there. I could probably see that door and that door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, multiple doors. We can all, check.
I'll open them all at once. No. Okay. So Dario, Essenson, Evander.
So I'm guessing now that we're in the room, it's just the smell. There's no other sort of signage.
There's the smell and there's the drip.
Yes, correct.
So all the other doors.
What is this thing right here?
One moment.
And I guess that's a hearth.
Which one? That one?
Oh,
Yes,
hearth.
that is a hearth. That's like a yeah. It's basically to keep the area warm.
But
Oh, okay.
Well, at least it's not on fire.
Yeah.
All right. If you're not going to pick a door, I will.
Okay.
Thanks, Evander.
Well, we wanted to get you guys to do, do something too. We don't want to take over the show.
yeah, I suppose with it being what, because obviously we can see both sides of the map just now. If it was a shared hearth, would we not be able to see through it to the other room as well?
You can probably climb through it, yeah, but you can see what looks to be maybe a kitchen.
Yeah. Guessing that's the source of smell if there's food remains in there.
Yes.
Probably no
likely so.
documents in the kitchen, except a cookbook.
Cookbook. I mean,
All right. What's in here?
guys
What's
get more recipes at the bar.
All right,
Not that you can
Evander,
cook with
check
fire.
check that room right there.
Nevada turns to you as he's already opened the door.
No.
All right. Inside this room,
Already
you
did.
see a series of beds. Each of these beds seems to be the source of the dripping. As you enter, you see the blood stains that seem to pool at its center. The dripping seems to come from this pool, but there's no blood on the floor.
Is it coming from the beds or from the ceiling?
You can enter to find out if you'd like.
I can't see from here.
You may not.
Ah, that's a shame.
You want me to go in, Evander?
No, it's all right. The dead don't escape.
I'm right back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, you go
out
know
the
them, so yeah.
All right.
Hey, you want in here?
Make a will save.
A will save. One of Evander's most powerful saves. Yes.
All right. You let loose a tired yawn. One of the beds speaks to you. You move over to the green bed, second from the right, and lay down upon it.
Man, there's no time to be sleeping.
I mean,
I
it's
think-
so it's quite cozy.
I think a spirit got him.
It's quite comfortable, actually. I feel like I've had a long day. Like, it feels like I've been working really hard today.
You have been.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll just take
You're
a
not
quick
worried
nap.
about-
You guys can.
You're not worried about breathing out all the dust that's be in there?
I'm gonna go in and try to help him.
Ziak, make
Oh,
a
God,
will
no!
save.
Stop!
Make will save, Ziak.
I'm doing it.
Ooh, close, but you do save though. All right. As you
nice.
enter, you also feel that. that sense of tiredness, that fatigue. But as
Ugh.
this happens, Navander, I need you to make me a fort save.
Of course.
Oh!
Oh,
Ooh.
At 29.
Very nice. All right. All of a sudden, you feel shards of glass suddenly start stabbing you in the chest. You feel 3 of them in particular, each one doing 1 point of damage, as they stab you over and over again repeatedly. You, however, kind of snap out at this point, as the blood begins to kind of pool behind you and onto the bed sheets, dripping down from the end of the bedspread. You manage to sit up. Again, no wounds are present, but you clearly feel the shards of glass having just stabbed you.
Navander's going to quickly jump off the bed and flip the mattress, expecting to see someone underneath it.
There is no one underneath it.
Doesn't the matter to start flipping all the beds?
what happened?
I have a novel idea. We go tell the dragon that proof of his town ownership is here. And then we just sell
Burn
rights
the
to watch the
building
show.
down. Oh. I mean, not a bad idea, but at the same time, he could just blow it up, I'm pretty sure. He's a dragon. Like, pa! And it's gone.
Yeah, but the spirits will still be here.
Are you sure? Huh?
Maybe. If they're not stuck to an item,
Oh,
item could be burnt.
Hey, Navander, do you need help getting out of the room?
No,
Yeah,
I
right, back
should
up.
be okay
Let's
to
go.
get out. Maybe.
You know, you need to find the one thing.
And shut the door.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maybe.
let's shut the door.
All
oh,
right. Not in that room.
with everyone saying all that, Snell just blurts out
Right,
a
well-
rather insane idea.
insane idea? Oh, to the...
If everything that's made of glass in here is haunted to everything else,
Yeah.
what would happen if we just gifted the dragon a glass item?
From here?
Mm.
You'd have to make
That's be-
something.
Had to be. There's. Oh yeah, because
Everything's broken at the moment, but
Yeah.
you'd have to make
that
something.
we've seen.
We could try to make something. I mean, there's still...
God.
There's still...
Yeah,
Oh,
I know it's silly idea. I'm clearly not. I'm thinking clearly, but
I mean, it was a brilliant idea. I'm down for it all the more, but...
Yeah, build something, but we gotta mess with Mr. Rich old ghost guy.
Well, if the glass here is haunted, if it's the nature of the glass, we could just collect some glass from
Find a
Navander's back,
non-broken item.
melt it down, and turn it into
Oh.
an item.
Oh yeah, I guess if it was... Does it work like that?
anyway, yes, paperwork.
Yeah, it's paperwork. Alright, you know what? We're just exploring all the rooms, I guess.
All right.
sounds like-
I'll shortcut the next ones as you go further up ahead.
Yeah.
These are mostly staff storages. There
Yeah.
are words on some of the people who were working here. Actually, were people who came with Lonjuku Kaijutsu from Tien. People who had worked here their whole lives in service to Lonjuku as well. There are documentations showing kind of pay slips that they kind of forego because they were given food, room, and board here in the glassworks themselves. There were also contracts that said that they were not allowed to leave the glassworks, that they were only allowed to put in requests, and certain select key members of staff were able to go and procure supplies for them. It looks as though these people lived their entire lives in the glassworks. Growing up, you remember actually never seeing any of the workers going into or out of the glassworks before, and now it seems that mystery has been revealed. This was, for all intents and purposes, an illegal slaving glasswork, but with extra steps.
Mm.
I feel like we should grab those.
Can we
in
make
general.
Can we make
Like-
new documents saying they can leave? Would that help the spirits pass on? Maybe.
Interesting.
Oh, the spirits are like
Um,
stuck here. Ooh.
I like that. You know what? Make an occultism check. If you do so, then yeah, I mean that I'd say that'd put some of them to rest for sure.
All right. Anybody have cultism?
I don't, but
You don't have
Spirits will
occultism?
say-
No, I only have the
Esoterica, it would give you knowledge about it. Occultism is like performing like exorcisms and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
Prisoners
so
of
I'm
Jones.
guessing you look. I'm guessing you look at your priest and cleric.
I mean, yeah, I guess
That
that's
was
the
the
next
case.
step.
Yeah,
All right.
since I've been
testing
rolling
unit.
so hot tonight.
Hey, that's not bad. That's good. That's a success. All
Finally.
right. All right. You quickly look at the contract, and you read that with Longjuku now dead, and the ownership now going to Amiko, you pull up the documentation and begin to alter the contract. Suddenly, a ghost manifests behind you. Do you, any of you speak Tianese?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
nope.
All right. The ghost tries to communicate, but does not do so. The ghost eventually gestures at the room at the back of this area over to here, realizing that you can't understand them.
I'm guessing from tone, friendly, at least.
Yes, almost like they're trying to give you direction before she disappears.
Oops.
Go where the ghost told us to go.
Yeah.
guess
You
we-
find a laundry.
Right up.
Ooh.
There is water, there is soap, there is some clothes lines, things to do, but yeah.
Peyton immediately thinks maybe there's something in their clothing, like a pocket, so he's gonna go in.
You look around for their clothes. It doesn't
Before
seem...
going in.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go.
I've got because of everything that's been happening. He before it enters the room, he takes out an item. It looks like a white mothball-looking thing with two like nostril fits. It's called a holy steam ball. I just put it up to my nose and I spray it and I inhale. It does. This holy steam ball is an odd-looking device that nevertheless effective at reinforcing the user's mind against fiendish control. It's a hollow black rubber ball. Oh, it's black. Okay. Hollow black rubber ball with small flexible twin tubes sticking out of its center. The sealed with the rubber ball is vapor made from a mixture of evaporated holy water and a special type of intense smoke. Tube's twin prongs are placed in the user's nostrils, at which the user squeezes to activate the device, forcing the vapor into the body through their nose. The holy power contained within the vapor strengthens the user's will against creatures that are weak to holy water, making it tougher for malevolent creatures to subvert the user's mind. Basically, it gives me the activate is.
When the hell did you pick
release the
this up?
swords- This was an item I got at the beginning.
Is it?
This is stuff. Yeah, I bought it with my money.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a very odd purchase
Um,
for a bartender and a drunk.
I figured since I've been helping out the church, with their stuff over the years. I kind of bought this from it because I also have to refill it. I also have to purchase to refill at the church. So
Right. Wait.
And I mean,
Was this? Is this the
active-
first? Is this the first exorcism you've ever done?
no, this is just the first time I've ever used it, but I hadn't used it before when we went down there and we're making will checks because it basically. The effect is you release the stored steam and smoke to grant yourself its protection.
No, I know what it does. I'm getting it. It's just, like I said, it's just
Yeah.
okay.
Random item that you have.
Hmm.
And to be
Random,
honest,
very
do you smell the
hyper-specific-
bathrooms of the Hague?
Yeah. Random, very hyper-specific item that your character has. All right. You again search the pockets. You do not find anything of interest.
Okay, but yeah. So for the next hour, I get +2 to my will save throws against possession effects. From fiends and undead, and effects from fiends and undead that cause the controlled condition. So,
Cool.
but I spray it in just in case.
Yep.
And then I walk in. Sorry.
Yep. And you find nothing.
Okay.
Nothing I haven't already
That's fine.
described.
All right.
So-
So I'm gonna see if there's clothing in here. You said it was a laundry.
I did. There's clothing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna search the clothing.
There is nothing in the clothing, as I said.
Okay.
It's
Peyton.
probably one of the clothing. It's probably one of the
Peyton.
clothing.
Have a look and see if there's labels on the clothing. If this was for all the staff.
Okay.
Not all the
Um,
staff's
yeah.
clothing are here, mind you. But you do notice that a lot of the clothing is clean and like it's fine. You know what I mean? Like they're not really dirty. They're kind of like they were being hung out to dry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
They've been
the other
trying quite a long time.
the other thing she might have been, I'm assuming it was a she ghost that
Yeah,
was behind us.
yeah.
They were trying to tell us was possibly if we dressed as though we were workers, maybe the boss and the other spirits might just treat us as though we're workers and we're just continuing our job.
Mm.
I like it. I start putting on some clothes.
Sounds like a good idea.
Could I have
Why
someone? Could I have someone in chat? And in fact, anyone who wants to in chat, please do exclamation
There was
D20.
going so bitch. Taking advantage of my low int. No, just kidding.
Okay, we got a 3 for Avarian. Brilliant.
I mean, well, whilst they're
18.
putting on clothes, can Evander taste any magic in the air?
No.
Alright.
By the way, ghosts and haunts cannot be detected by magic.
I'm not looking for haunts or anything. I'm looking for.
No, I
items.
know. I'm just explaining why spooky things are happening and
Yeah.
your things not pronging. Because of course we have people in the audience that might not know.
Oh,
I know
okay,
you
right,
know.
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you know.
I know
alright.
you know that.
Okay, so it looks like we've got more high than we do low. So, putting on the clothes has no ill effect. However,
Uh-oh.
you kind of get the impression.
Where's my crotch?
What? I heard
Crotch-
something
my
crotch.
My bug dude. My bug dude. I was trying to say
Oh, the
Yeah,
cro-
my-
the
Oh, the
cockroach.
cricket. Yeah, the cockroach.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, cricket.
Yeah, he's a
Sure,
cockroach.
yeah.
He's a cockroach. All right. Well, how can I help you there, Ziak? As this cockroach crawls up. Are you having a crisis of morality? I'm really good at helping you with crisis of morality.
I don't know what to do right now.
Oh,
I
you,
just,
you,
you
you
know,
don't know what
thought
to
you
do.
could help me.
Well, it seems as though you're in a haunted glasswork trying to help your friends find some paperwork. I thought it was really nice what you did there. Helping out the ghosts with their slavery documentation. It's a terrible shame you don't have ranks in occultism because I feel like that would have been very useful for you. But
I will look up, go to the library and look up some stuff and maybe,
well, I mean, you could just
know,
ask Cinderio.
later.
Cinderio seems really good at that sort of thing, But listen,
Yeah.
listen. I think maybe, just based on the things that we got to see together, the horrifying, dangerous, and incredibly, PTSD-inducing things that we've now witnessed. Maybe what she was saying is that the slavery contracts were only part of how to exercise the restless souls of the workers here. I mean, don't forget, they were brutally murdered in their beds, and when we went in there, all the beds were covered in blood and stuff. Maybe she wanted us to clean it, maybe in some holy water or something. Maybe that'd be a good idea for you right there,
That's what we're putting out there.
Instead of
No,
wearing the
sounds like-
clothes of the dead.
Yeah, we're the dead. It's so much easier.
Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that.
Yeah, well, don't mention it. I mean, I'm here for you, Ziak. If ever you need anything, just I'm just a whistle away.
All right,
Whistle
thank you. And I don't wipe him away like I usually. I'm just like, thank
He
you.
crawls into your hair.
No.
What hair? It burned off.
Whatever little hair remains. Okay.
All right. Oh, I just got an epiphany, guys. Well, we got, because you guys can't see it, him. I just got an epiphany. Why don't we clean up the beds? Anybody got holy water?
That's a stupid. I'm just kidding.
We all got holy water, don't
I'm
we?
just kidding. I got holy water. I was gonna use it before, but I'm glad I didn't know. If you have an
You
idea,
got holy water too?
as I come out of the room in like robes and dredge and stuff, like some of it oversized.
I
Evander.
think the ghost wanted us to clean. The contracts did a little bit of helping, but we need to clean their mess when they died. I think it would help them too. I don't know why.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but if I put holy water in more water, would it just make more holy water? Okay.
I mean, what?
That was just something I was asking.
What are you even asking? Like, if
If
I have
it's
1
more
liter of
water-
holy water and I add
You
it
pour it
to
into a
1
gallon
liter
of
of holy
holy
water, will I somehow have 3 liters of holy water? No.
No,
I think
if you
I think
have-
we're saying if he's got 1 liter of holy water and he adds it to regular water, like
Right.
5 liters.
Okay.
He's trying to cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just
Sure.
make more holy water.
Sure.
Doesn't
Why
really-
not? Until I find a reason not to, go ahead.
Okay, well we gotta
So
find
are
more
we
water
not
first.
describing
but-
holy water as like concentrate? Like, is it possible to get concentrate?
Holy water concentrate. For all those hard to get stains.
Dehydrated holy water. Just add water.
Yes, I love it.
I played in a campaign where we had dehydrated water. It was like these little blue marbles, and then when you added like a drop of water to it, it was like like 10 gallons of water would just be like.
Yeah.
I threw it into a refinery that had like tons of hot oil.
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Smoky.
Yeah, that character did not.
Explosion-y.
That character did not live.
Nope.
Oh. Hot
Alright.
smoke.
I like the suggestion that Ziak made. Let's go try to clean those beds. We should try to get more water because I don't know if my holy water leader will just get all the beds or if it's was the blood. on
You
just one
managed to
bed?
go and grab the fucking bed sheets, put them in the laundry, add the holy water, soap them up, give them a
Oh.
good wash, and ta-da! All the bed sheets have
Thank
now
you.
been cleansed with holy water, and you have successfully destroyed the haunt in this room. The
Oh.
in a nutshell, you have now put to rest one of the pillars that is keeping this place haunted. To give you just a insight onto this, there are 3 more pillars remaining in the glassworks before it is then cleansed of all ghosty stuff.
One of them is going to be the ghost.
Yeah. Holy
Yes.
washing machine.
Well, that
I
was
feel-
fun. That was fun, but we're still
that was
gonna
actually
close
really
off.
fun. It's,
We got 2 more, right?
I'm
2
gonna
more.
go
You
find
said
the office.
By the way, it does take the combined efforts of you guys about an hour to clean up all the bed
Yeah.
sheets. But you
Yeah,
do
well,
so.
that
Okay.
was fun. But I'm gonna go find the office. Navander starts walking off, like throwing his hands.
so yeah, if you're gonna do that,
Well, actually,
while we're doing
Navander,
it-
you're actually really good at this because you're the stay-at-home dad, aren't you? With
Yeah.
Shelley?
Yeah.
So you're just like, do none of you know how to do laundry? Like, it's like Ziak, you don't hang up. No, you don't bunch it up all together. It's not going to dry evenly if you don't spread it out on the line properly.
probably
Channeling
have servants.
I'm channeling the power of my wife here.
I probably have servants. So I
You
never
have
washed
servants to do your. Isn't that good for? All right, so you're telling me you've never actually washed a thing of laundry in your life, Zach? Well, that's an easy fix. Now, what you gonna do is
Ziak, make an intelligence check.
Don't forget with bloodstains, you want to
There we go.
pre-soak in some salt, preferably Epsom.
Pre-soaked.
Yeah, no, Navander is talking, but it is in one ear and out the other. All right. Now, examining the rest of this area, you find the kitchen, which is filled with, well, it's mostly empty. There was no food left after the goblins attacked. They basically a voracious species and probably ate everything short of the salt that may have caked onto the floor somewhere. The pantries are also equally bare around you. To the north, you see almost like a shower/sauna and a bathroom. Other than that, this is the living quarters of the people here. You don't, again, feel any sense of, like, that spookiness or dread here. It actually seems to have subsided in this region.
Sweet.
In the next room beyond, you find you can peek in or you can walk through it either or. You find a meeting room, likely where the staff would come to discuss the going-ons of the glasswork. But that
Not
is all.
surprising me. There's still people stuck in a conference.
Yeah, that's basically it. The next room, or the next chamber here, leads to another multitude of different rooms. Eventually, you can pick either this door, or this door.
let's go this door.
All right. You find an office. A very nicely decorated office done in a Tianese style. You see most of the tapestries have now fallen to wear and disrepair, with the wallpaper peeling off the walls themselves. The rug now kind of dry and desiccated. When you step on it, the fibers are so rigid that they just kind of like crumble like powder beneath your feet. You can see to your left and right there are tables that once housed beautiful Tianese jars made of delicate porcelain, now smashed and destroyed. What looks to be a goblin skeleton laying on the floor with a baseball bat, and what looks to be maybe a large wound in the back of its head where a sword or an axe may have gone through.
Alright, this looks important. Search around, see if you can find any documentation.
All right, everyone may make a perception check to search the room for documentations.
Documentation.
Oh, not 20!
Nice.
That means I'm
Jinx point, roll it again.
Ah, fuck.
Nice!
24.
That's still fine. All right,
Just think, at least that's one of the 5 gone.
it's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone begins their search and indeed manages to find a multitude of different things here. You've actually found quite a lot of very expensive jewelry here. The jewelry is valued at 300 gold pieces.
300 gold pieces.
Yes, they have been located in a small safe that is at the foot of the desk that is in this room. Inside, there is also a number of different things, including a deed to the mansion that belongs to the Kaijitsu family.
Is it a key?
A deed. So it is the
Oh, a
document.
deed.
Yeah,
Deed.
whomsoever
Like-
possesses this deed owns the property.
Well, I own the property now. No, I was kidding.
Well, if you have the deed, yes, you do.
Oh,
Do you want to own this
Yeah.
place? This is mine.
maybe the dragon will be after me. Maybe not.
Give the deed to the dragon.
Oh,
If he
give the
has
deed
no
to the
idea.
dragon.
No.
Yeah. Well,
That-
It-
The house is, I mean, despite being in disrepair, the house is quite an expensive asset.
so
Yeah.
yeah, how much? Is there anything around here that says how much the mansion would be worth?
it could
Um,
probably be on the deed.
Is
Maybe.
it
We'll
worth
probably
more
have
than
to
the
talk to a
tower?
real estate agent about that and get a price.
Let's
You know,
have
that
a
one place
look.
in town.
Current market value for the town, and
It is in the upper area of the. It is in like the more upper area of
Here we
the town, so
go.
it might be worth a little bit extra.
yeah, but then you've also got the fix-up cost.
Oh yeah, right. Then you can do whatever you want with it, so it's actually quite.
There's the
fun.
discount for being haunted. And the dog
All right,
price.
so your kingdom cost
Yeah.
is
Well, we don't tell them that.
10
Probably with
RP compared to a house, which is 3 RP. So that's 3 times a standard house, which is. Sorry, just mathing.
Ignore that sound.
Okay.
The,
All right, so here we go. Cost. Okay, so average is 10 per month. So that is 120 times 15. Sorry, just mathing. 120 times 15 is 1,800. 18,000 gold pieces, or 18,000 silver pieces would be
Whoa.
how much it would be.
18,000.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Wait,
you
well,
open
how
the
much?
town.
The dragon needed 100,000, right?
I'm guessing that jewelry was actually
Oh,
in silver
shit.
as well. Then.
No, sorry, that was in gold.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's like 32,000 silver.
And the amount that the
Oh,
good dragon
not
asked
bad.
for was in platinum.
Actually, let's
Ooh.
make that. Yeah, let's make that gold. Actually, let's make it 18,000. 18,000 gold. No, yeah, because that'll also include the stuff in the house as well, which is a lot of priceless art and things like that.
Okay. Well, it's not the whole price what he wants, but it'd be a good, decent chunk of it.
True.
I'll take the deed.
Are there any more abandoned places in town?
Well, no. Keeping in mind, this is an abandoned mansion of one of the oldest families here, who have
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch of
okay.
assets and treasures that were taken here from another continent. Keeping in mind their family line is also tied into royalty. So when I say that this is how much money they have, like, again, the house is worth 1,800 gold, right? 300 gold is the treasure you found in here. In the house itself, I'd say there's about maybe 10,000 gold worth of priceless artifacts and things that haven't been destroyed by goblins.
Was the deed to the glassworks also in here?
No, it is not.
So the deed for glassworks may be at the mansion.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Now,
We're
as
the-
this happens, and you retrieve the stuff from here, the area around you starts to once again get hot.
Uh-oh.
You hear the sounds of
yeah.
glass again.
It's probably bad taking the deed.
It's hearing the sounds of glass, and Daryl will start to look to the doors behind us.
Something is coming from behind you, heading swiftly in your direction.
Guys, he might be
Run or hide.
coming from another door.
Nevander's gonna
Or
take up
hide.
yo.
Maybe it's attached to the deed.
No,
I don't know
I
if
don't
it's
think
physical, but I could try to hold the door shut.
You're gonna try to hold it. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah, go hold the door shut. Go for it,
I'm
Patron.
gonna push my body up against the door, just try to make it so he can't come through.
All right, you press your body up against the door. All right.
I did it too late. I just I was thinking, yeah, okay.
As you do so, a hand reaches through the door and grabs you
Fuck.
by the neck.
Freaking ghosts.
Yeah, I
Gotta
think.
be tangible and shit. Ah!
Can I get everyone to place themselves in that room, please?
Which room?
The office room.
Ah, yes, of course.
Oh, I thought we were
Oh.
over there. So yeah, I'd be next to the door then.
Yep, brilliant.
There we go.
Okay. Now, as you are grabbed, Peyton.
Yep.
That is a critical hit. As it reaches in and the glass shards stab you in the neck. For 29 points of damage. I need a fortitude save for you.
I'm gonna hero point, please.
Yeah, alright, go on.
Okay, thank you. Yay.
Alright, that is a saving throw for half damage, which is... 7 points of fire damage as plumes of smoke begins to pour out of you.
44 then,
Hate to do it, but
for wounds.
crit card.
Yeah.
Yes. Crit card. Alright. Give me a number between 1 to 5.
4.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is slashing damage. Your throat begins to bleed.
Ow!
You take 1d4 persistent bleed damage.
Before I do something, are we going to try to talk to this guy, or are we set on destroying this guy?
We
That's
need
a
to
very
find
important question.
his body was never found, right?
No, I meant like as players, are we trying to destroy this guy, or are we trying to talk with this guy?
I don't think he can be reasoned with.
I'm gonna go
wearing
to
the
initiative real
clothes
quick.
of his workers.
Yep.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be doing this to me. This
Honestly,
is worker abuse.
how he treated
Workers'
his
comp.
workers is enough for me to shoot him.
Oh,
That's true. Alright,
His workers were slaves.
He shoots the hand. It goes through the hand. It hits me in the neck. Ow.
alright.
That was for last Sunday.
So unfortunately, it
What?
is Lonjiku's turn, and Peyton is still blocking the way.
No?
Are you still
That's
blocking
it.
the way, Peyton?
Well, I mean, he's grabbing me, and I was holding the door shut. So if he's grabbing me through the door, I'm like still against the door.
All right, he is going to try and pull you out.
He can
What?
pull me through the door?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right, make a will save, with a bonus based on your little nose spray.
I think you said an hour went by when after the thing.
After you
so I
did
think it
the
disappears.
laundry. Yeah, if it's worn out, then it's
Yeah.
worn out, sure.
Yeah. 17.
That is not going to be enough.
Oh no!
Is my move speed? Move speed is...
Oh fuck.
What is my speed? There we
You
go.
know, I won't use a hero point this time.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm guessing I get pulled. Oops. I was just
Yes,
gonna
you
drag
do.
with them, but...
All right. Another will
Ah!
save.
Oh fuck.
You watch as the door swings open and Peyton
Oh my god.
and Peyton flies out. 5, 10, 15,
I'm hero pointing
20,
that time.
25.
I don't wanna go any further than that.
I'm going to jinx point it.
No! Oh, bye guys.
All right.
Shit.
And Peyton, I will have
Yeah.
one more will save from you.
Wait, he did that in 3 turns? Oh my god, okay. Okay, that is a 28.
Jinx point.
No, you! 23.
All right. Let me just check the DC here. The DC is 25.
No!
Peyton, the furnace suddenly comes to life with the swirling souls of the employees here, grabbing you by the throat and still holding you. Lonjiku basically he didn't walk, but he just kind of floated
Yeah.
back towards the furnace and throws you into the furnace.
Oh no!
You are surrounded by molten glass and fire. You cry out in agony, which echoes throughout the glassworks. But that is where we will end today's session.
Oh no!
You get to
Ted,
burn all
why?
week.
Michael, why? No.
Cuz.
I'm just kidding. I don't, cuz.
All right. All right. Good job, everyone.
Cool.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining us today. I hope you guys had a good time. Yeah, we have a roasted Peyton. You'll be fine, I'm sure.
Takes one dice 6 damage every day between now and the next session. Just roll it in Discord.
Oh, yeah, that
just
makes sense. That'd be
just
kinda cool.
Personal, emotional damage. Oh god. Probably.
The rest of the group is all like, oh, well, we got the deed. Quick, get out. Fuck this place.
To be fair, Cinderella's probably not far off it. Hearing screams from the fire, she might be thinking about bolting already.
That's fair. That's fair. Also, I want to give a shout out to one of the books that inspired the glasswork stuff, because obviously, as you guys know, the Fortune Dragon doesn't count towards the adventure that we're doing. But in this book here, which is Sandpoint, The Light of Lost Coast, this is from Pathfinder First Edition, not the Second Edition, and there is an entire chapter on the aftermath of some of the earlier adventures, and include the quest and the ghosts that I used in today's thing. So if you are playing in Sandpoint, like I know obviously our dear friend Matt is, this book here is an amazing tool that covers just a ton of the mysteries that are happening, bad guys in the region, quests that are going on. So this is actually also something I am using to supplement our current adventure, which of course, as you guys
That's
know,
cool.
is the Seven Dooms of Sandpoint. So these two here make for an amazing combination, just as a recommendation.
Awesome.
But also remember, if you're using second edition, you need to adjust accordingly. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. And you can find it here a number of times during the week. We will be back for Gatewalkers next week. Sorry, not next week. Sunday. Sunday, because I know what day it is. Where we'll be continuing adventures there. Who do we go and raid? Who is doing some stuff? Twisted Fate's doing some Candela Obscura. Hype Goblin's doing some D&D.
I suppose before we all go,
Mm-hmm.
probably want to know what the round count is for this table's Fortune Dragon.
All
the
right,
tracker
yeah,
for
yeah.
everyone
You've taken a
else.
few hours, so you're on round 50. No, I'm joking. So I
Oh,
would
well,
say.
we lose.
So what was the round count at the beginning?
You didn't give us one lesson because we just started litigation, effectively.
Okay. Well, in which case, I would say let's give it 5 rounds. Let's give it 5 rounds. You had the round of litigation, where you spoke to him. You had the round talking to the 2 client people things. You've had the round dealing with the specters, the ghosty doodly dad things people. You had the round where you've now acquired your deed, the deed.
Buns.
And now we're going into 1 round for the confrontation. So we'll say effectively we're 5 rounds into this resolving whatever problem this is. Sound good?
Yeah, it was just because I was updating the tracker just now.
Sweet. Easy as. All right, we're going to go and raid Lord Gazumba. We love Lord Gazumba. He is a longtime fan and an amazing friend. So we're going to go and raid over on their channel, send them some love. They do some Greyhawk stuff, and they do, honestly, just some amazing stuff with the minis and terrain that they have. Highly recommend you give them a follow. But guys, that's all for today. Stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.